Hey, what's up you guys, this is SGV618 here, and today I want to talk about 10 things that I don't want to see in the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass. Now at the time of recording this video, Wave 1 will be coming out next week Friday, which is very exciting. However, what's not exciting are these 10 things that we're about to dive into. If any of these 10 things go anywhere near this Booster Course Pass, that will be very sad and disappointing. Let's get into it. The first thing that I don't want to see is too many circuit tracks. I don't feel like I need to spend long on this point. I mean, it would just be really boring and underwhelming if 90% of the tracks selected are just Mario Circuit, Luigi Circuit, Peach Circuit. Like, really? Go for the more complex tracks, go for the more interesting tracks. And Nintendo knows which tracks are the most complex and the most enjoyable. So go for them, put in the extra effort and pick those ones. Don't sell us this Booster Course Pass just to give us more regular raceways. That would be pretty underwhelming. Now here's a bit of a weird one, but at number 2, I don't want the tracks to feel too narrow or too condensed. Some Mario Kart games have a lot more space on the tracks than others, and that's just overall. So I don't want them to recreate the track and it still maintains that small or narrow size. I still want the tracks to feel like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe tracks, which are pretty big tracks and plenty of space to drive around. So obviously if you do need to blow up the tracks a little bit more, make roads a lot wider, then please do so. Don't just keep it narrow, perhaps like their original versions. Number 3, I don't want them to change the tone of the music in the final lap like what they've done in Mario Kart Tour. By far one of my least favourite things about Mario Kart Tour was, for whatever reason, in the final lap they changed the key of the song. Why? Like, it just completely ruined the song and just made it sound way off. As someone who takes music very seriously, this was very frustrating, and I never understood why Nintendo went with this. Please just keep the original formula, like just speed up the original track and leave it at that. You didn't need to do that. But on the other hand, number 4, copy and pasted music tracks from their original versions without any changes. Again, that would be pretty disappointing. You want these tracks to feel the same as all the rest of the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe tracks, so why would you do anything or leave anything out that will make them feel like retro tracks? Especially in 8, they recreated the retro tracks so well that they didn't even feel like retro tracks. So please do, like, remix the music and make these retro tracks feel modern. Or in other words, please don't make them feel like retro tracks. Because, number 5, I don't want these 48 tracks to feel completely separate from the original parts of 8 Deluxe. I don't want these tracks to feel like 48 underwhelming tracks compared to the masterpieces of what we already had in 8 and 8 Deluxe. Like, I'm hoping that they put in the same amount of effort in their tracks, and I'm hoping that when we play all of these tracks all together, that you wouldn't be able to tell which one is from the DLC and which one is from the original game. Like, it's all still part of the same game, and I'm hoping that Nintendo keeps that in mind. Like, if there's no anti-gravity implementation in any of these tracks, I think that'll be a massive letdown. Number 6, variants of the same track, like in Tour. Now, my issue isn't with the variants themselves, because I think it's very cool that we're getting variants and challenges of the same original stage, like whether that's playing the track backwards or playing it with more ramps. I think that's a great idea. However, I don't want them to return in this DLC, simply because I feel like it will take up track slots, which, I'm sorry, if multiple of the same track is taking up slots, that will be incredibly frustrating to see, because that will be a big missed opportunity for another track that may have not been recreated yet to be part of 8 Deluxe. So Nintendo, please keep it in Tour, or if you're going to bring this back, make it a separate mode or a switch out thing with the tracks. So for example, you can pick which version of Mario Circuit you want to play, for example. But like with the characters, don't just make them separate slots. Make them either part of the same slot, make them as part of a different mode, or just don't include them at all, to make room for tracks that haven't been recreated yet, or just more tracks in general. Okay, this one is the most unlikely by far, which is great, but at number 7, I've got only 2 laps per race. I'm pretty sure Nintendo wouldn't do this because that would just feel incredibly out of place and unnecessary. But if they actually made all 48 of these tracks only 2 laps, because that's what Tour did, then that would just be very disappointing. And again, unneeded. The Switch is fully capable of doing 3 laps per race, or 3 sections, whatever it may be. So I'm hoping that Nintendo obviously uses their brain and looks at the rest of the tracks that they have and be like, oh yeah, all of these are 3 laps, let's keep it that way. And plus the original versions of these tracks were also 3 laps, unless it was Super Mario Kart, but you get my point. Number 8, just mostly tracks that have been remade before. Mostly talking about Tour because it's the most recent and it's still active now in terms of updates, but I don't want them to just rip 48 tracks that have already been done. Like, I want them to go above and beyond and at least have a few tracks that haven't been remade yet. Like, that would just be really cool, and it will show that Nintendo's still putting in effort and care into this. And also, we can play Mario Kart Tour for free, so please do include tracks that aren't in that game, or even any other Mario Kart game, to make this DLC feel special and more distinct. You see what I mean? And yeah, some tracks still haven't been recreated yet, like Wario Coliseum. Imagine that track on the newest Nintendo system. I can't wait to see if it's even on here and to see what it looks like if it is. That would be great. Number 9, one Mario Kart game getting the most attention by far. Now, I don't want it to be a case of that we get 3 tracks from Mario Kart DS and like what, half the selection from Mario Kart 7, or we get like 5 Mario Kart Wii tracks and half the selection from Tour. No, that's not fair, and to be honest, that would just be kind of one-sided. Like, let's spread it out a little bit. I have faith in Nintendo that they'll be able to do this because 48 tracks is a lot of tracks and it's basically doubling the game, so sticking to just one game in terms of Spotlight would be pretty dumb and wouldn't make sense. And 2, in the trailer for the Booster Course Pass, they did highlight and have a specific section to talk about this is going to be spread out across the Mario Kart series from Super Mario Kart to Tour. So I have faith in them that they'll do well with the track balancing in terms of sharing it out, but it's just something that I wanted to mention. And the last thing that I don't want to see in the Booster Course Pass for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is the absence of Mario Kart Wii Rainbow Road. Yeah, that specific track. That is my favourite Mario Kart track of all time, and if that gets left out, I would be a bit sad. Obviously, I know that this is just a one-man dream, but however, no, that might not necessarily be true because this is a very popular Rainbow Road. And if myself and lots of other people's theories are correct that Blue Shell Cup is going to be an all Rainbow Road Cup, you have to include Mario Kart Wii Rainbow Road. Please, that would be amazing, and that would make my day, the day that you announce it. But there you have it, guys. Those are 10 things that I don't want to see in the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Please comment down below your thoughts on the points that I made in this video. Did you agree with them? Did you not? And let me know, what are some things that you don't want to see in this Booster Course Pass? Anyway, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.